Well, the last Best in Show winner from this group was in 2021 from the toy group. Wasabi, the Pekingese, 12 overall wins for the toys Best in Show.
Yeah, and I think we just saw a little interview about the Min Pin. You know, we have a seasoned veteran like Comet, and then we have the young Min Pin coming in here with Kimberly. And it is a beautiful young dog. So we talked about that age difference before, and you know we're going to see that again. The mature dogs versus the youngsters coming in here and battling it out.
The stewards will be Mr. Edwin M. Hershey II and Mr. Harvey M. Williams.
The little poodle coming in the ring, proud as can be. The long-coated Maltese.
And that is a long coat. He carries his own brush. Our judge, Mrs. Angela Pickett from Florida. This is her second assignment at Westminster.
And she's such a wonderful toy judge. She's a famous Papillon breeder. And I think she's going to have a very discerning eye in this group because it comes down to the little details in toy dogs. You know, a lot of them didn't have a purpose, but they have such little idiosyncrasies that are so important to have.
We will watch them closely to see how they perform right now.
Affen means monkey in German, and Pinscher means terrier. Thus, Affenpinscher means monkey dog. Small in structure and strong-willed, they were originally used to rid granaries and kitchens of small rodents. They are intelligent and inquisitive, neat but shaggy, with bold personalities. This is Affenpinscher, number 7.
Just about the 4.
I love the little nickname they have, the Mustached Little Devil. And you can see that. They just look like a little devil going out and back.
Canada with, we mentioned 12 other countries other than the U.S. in all 50 states here, but 78 entries from Canada in the 149th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. The last foreign or dog from another country to win Best in Show was King, the Wire Fox Terrier from Belgium.
The Beaver Terrier was developed in Germany in the 1980s. This whimsical toy breed is lighthearted, intelligent, and amusing. And an elegant, long-haired dog with a breed signature ponytail, its fun-loving, childlike attitude makes them a devoted and loyal companion. This is Beaver Terrier, number 9.
So, you know, we talk about Westminster coming back. They also have a big toy dog show before Westminster, which is kind of the warm-up for the toy group here. And this dog did very well at the toy shows. I actually judged some of these breeds at the toy show. This dog did win under me. And, you know, the Beaver's a newer breed. And obviously the coat and color is very important in this breed.
Great name, Ringo.
Look at him go. He's got a great little way walking down and back. And, you know, that's part of what they judge, especially in the toy breeds, their carriage, the way they comport themselves, their coat texture, the length of the coat, the way it's conditioned.
Look at the flow.
That's great.
The Brussels Griffon is named for the capital of Belgium, where it was first developed. There are 2 coat varieties, the rough that is similar to most hard-coated terriers, and the smooth that is like found in a pug. These little dogs, popular here since the turn of the 20th century, are devoted and intelligent companions. This is Brussels Griffon, number 6.
All right, never won a Best in Show, but what's the big difference between the petite? We went through that Griffon. Obviously, one's more petite than the other.
Well, so in this, we have the different coat textures. So it's about their coat. So some have the rough coat and some have the smooth coat. And Peter Pan's been a big winner. He actually came out of retirement to come here to Progressive.
Okay.
Yeah, and he won the breed at Progressive as well. And this is Patty Keenan. Her mother actually went Best in Show here with a Westie. So she's a second-generational person that's coming in here and doing so well.
Wow, look at that face.
That's a great face.
These glamorous little dogs were bred strictly as companions and historically were known as comforter spaniels, favorites in the court of English royalty. They are ideal, gentle family pets bred to be sound as well as beautiful, happy, and eager to please, and make perfect therapy dogs. This is Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, number 16.
I couldn't help but notice that you're always told that the tail going back and forth, it means it's happy. Is that
Sure,
accurate?
and when you hear the word spaniel, which we'll talk about in the sporting group too, they always call for this tail to be in use. And this breed actually in their standard says that if they have a poor temperament, they're never to be considered because they just don't think it's typical of the breed. And this dog, look at his tail going all the way down and back. So wonderful to see in this breed. A merry little spaniel. So important. And they're prized for their head and expression, their coat color.
Great color combo.
The origin of the Chihuahua is still a mystery, with guesses from Mexico to Egypt, Sudan, and Malta. It probably originated in Asia and came to Mexico very ancient times. This is the smallest of all purebred dogs. Clever, gigantic, and hard, and possessing terrier characteristics. Two coat varieties, long and smooth, are recognized. This is long-coated Chihuahua, number 45.
I heard Michael say the smallest. How small are they? I mean, they look like they don't weigh a whole lot. Look at that.
So they can't be over 6 pounds.
Okay.
So that's the biggest they can be. So pretty small.
Small feet, but they're moving fast. Well, there you go.
They call saucy. They ask for a saucy temperament.
Okay.
As you can see right there. And look at them. They're little fiery animals. They're great.
That's Sparkle from High Point, North Carolina, not too far from Asheville.
And this is the smooth-coated Chihuahua, genetically the same breed. The legend has it that this diminutive dog was introduced to Europe as a result of the voyages of Christopher Columbus. This is smooth-coated Chihuahua, number 44.
You've talked about bourbon, now mojito. I think I know where you're going with this, Jason.
You know, maybe we should have a cocktail hour for Best in Show.
The best names in show that are names of drinks from New York, mojito. And New York, even though hosting, of course, here, fourth on the list of most entries by state behind California, Pennsylvania, Florida in this year's edition.
And Chihuahuas are very popular. You see big entries in both varieties. I love judging the breed. They just have such a great attitude. It's a pleasure to look at them.
The Chinese Crested was admitted to the toy group in 1991. The breed dates back at least to the early 1500s. They appear to have come from China, although Spanish explorers found them in Mexico and South and Central America. The two types, the hairless and powder puff, are judged by the same standard. This is Chinese Crested, number 16.
Okay, so almost has like a pony look, but that neck is lean and clean despite the hair over the top of the head.
Yeah, so they call for, in the smooth type, they call for the certain areas to have hair and the rest is hairless. And I will say, it's a little cold in here, so you might have seen the dog shivering a little bit. They're cold, but once they get on the ground, they get happy and they get to run around and they shake it all off. And he's doing a great job out there.
That's Romeo.
Long favored by royalty, the English Toy Spaniel is named the Charlie after its most famous admirers, King Charles I and King Charles II. The English Toy is a robust toy spaniel with a distinctive domed head. It is a devoted companion with a charming, merry, and affectionate demeanor. This is English Toy Spaniel, number 8, Blenheim and Prince Charles.
Now, is this the one with two different color varieties?
Sure, Blenheim and Prince Charles, so you have the tricolor with the black and the white and the tan, and then you have what we saw in the Cavalier, which is the Blenheim color.
And so the judging is more with that standard.
They grouped them together, yeah. The breed is still the same, it's just the color variations. And you can see it's the spaniel wagging its tail, very typical.
The King Charles and Ruby variety. The original black and tan coloring is said to be a favorite of King Charles I. The Ruby, a self-colored rich mahogany red. The charming spaniel temperament in a small package and an excellent companion. This is English Toy Spaniel, number 11, King Charles and Ruby.
So it's interesting to note, both of these Spaniels have been bred by the same kennel, the Classics Kennel, and you may remember that name because they've gone best in show here with 2 sporting dogs from their own kennel. So, you know, they really have an affinity towards the Spaniel breeds.
And right around for me.
Michael Vale, the handler here. Beverly Leslie from New Haven, Connecticut.
That's perfect.
Okay, look at that.
Havanese is the national dog of Cuba.
Hello.
His high head carriage, top line rising slightly from withers to rump, rectangular body and plumed carried tail carried over the back, make the Havanese outline unmistakable. The unique sprinty gait sets this breed apart from all others. This is Havanese, number 12.
I know Bono is the only Havanese to ever win
Small
the
way down and back for me.
toy group back in 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, that was a lovely dog, and David Murray here, he's shown a lot of Havanese through the years, and this dog's done very well. Many best in shows. He could be quite an interesting dog to watch for in here.
You know, the upkeep, getting a roar from the crowd. Upkeep probably challenging, but it's an ideal dog for city dwellers and here in Manhattan.
Yeah, and their coat's relatively easy to take care of.
Right around for me.
And
you know,
does the color scheme have to be? Is that
They come in many colors, so this is just one type of color.
The Italian Greyhound is a greyhound in miniature.
Hello.
Its original role was probably both as a hunter of small game and a companion. He is luxury-loving and extremely affectionate, sometimes to the point of neediness. Yet being a true hound, he requires exercise and outdoor activities. This is a Italian Greyhound, number 17.
now? Other than the color from the Greyhound that we saw earlier, what
Sure.
are the bigger differences?
So one of the biggest differences is the gait. So they actually call for a little lift in the front, not to break like a min pin. So when we'll see the miniature pincher layer, they have a hackney gait, but they do call for a lift in the front.
Yeah, we could see that.
Whereas a greyhound's much more low reaching and far reaching.
Okay, we could just,
And
we
right
saw.
around for me.
He's putting on a nice show tonight.
He's got his white socks on. One's a little longer than the other. Okay.
Somebody dressed him a little different today, and those markings difference don't matter.
Don't
at
matter.
all.
Okay. Matches his best.
Yeah.
The aristocratic Japanese Chin is one of the oldest of all toy breeds. In 1853, Commodore Perry brought several back with him from his historic visit to Japan. By the end of the 19th century, they were popular at dog shows in this country. This is a true companion animal of antiquity, style, tradition, and class. This is Japanese Chin, number 6.
They've been known to kind of the chin spin where they kind of go in circles on 2 legs when they get excited.
Chins are a very interesting breed. They have a unique temperament. It's their way, not your way. So they do what they like to do, and it's really kind of an endearing feature of the breed. When you judge them, you're along for the ride, the handler and the judge. And what they do is what they do because they're kind of dignified and a little arrogant at the same time. You can see that look. It's great.
Maltese has been known since at least 28th century, making it one of the older breeds. Throughout much of history, royalty and people of refinement have favored this small dog. They are gentle and affectionate, with the sole purpose of this small dog with the white, silky, straight hair is to be a companion. This is Maltese, number 14.
Yeah, the Maltese, you go back, one of the richest dogs. Remember hotel owner Leona
Yes.
Helmsley, right? Famous. And
Sure.
she left her dog the name Trouble, a $12 million trust fund. It was a Maltese.
I want to come back as a Maltese like that.
Yeah, she.
And this Maltese won a very tough breed today against one of the top. They've battled it out. They've won national specialties each, and Pat Keene's dog that she bred came out on top today.
And right around for me.
$12 million.
Great little show dog.
She wasn't the queen of meat, I guess, if she's going to.
No, at least
Share the world.
she was kind to her dogs, right?
Toy Manchester Terrier is a breed apart and is a little over 150 years old. This is the toy variety of the Manchester Terrier, named like the larger version for Manchester, England. The toy came to the United States in the larger version and was an immediate hit with people of taste and discrimination. This is Toy Manchester Terrier number 19.
So now I will say there are some toy breeds that did have a job, and these were great ratters. You know, they were used to do the job because they also have the standard size, a little larger, but the Toy Manchester was more than capable.
And the ears obviously always upright above the head.
Yes, they can have that. They can have, and they also have cropped ears. And they also have a unique thing on their legs, the thumbprint, that marking that you see. It's a really required marking that we love to see to show that, you know, this breed is bred true all the way through. So it's really, like, you know, they always say the thumbprint is the true mark. And it's great when you see their little front legs with it.
Miniature Pinscher is distinctly not a bred-down version of the Doberman Pinscher, as so many people apparently believe. In fact, this toy is by far the older breed. Min Pins are alert, active, fearless, and naturally inquisitive. The Hackney gait, which is high-stepping, free and easy gait, is correct for the breed. This is Miniature Pinscher, number 11.
And Jamie Little talking specifically about this Min Pin earlier.
Yeah, and you can see right away this unique gait that they have. And she's a young female, so she's done really well to come out here. And Kim has bred quite a few of these. She's bred multiple generation best in show winners. Look at that stack just standing there. And that's a true temperament of Min Pin. I mean, they are great show dogs.
Only a year and a half old.
Little Valentina go.
Papillon is French for butterfly, and the ears on this elegant toy dog resemble wings. This breed was favored by the French monarchy in the 16 and 1700s. This Royal Spaniel comes in two varieties. The Papillon has erect ears, and the Féline, French for moth, has drop ears. This is Papillon, number 17.
Stanley Corn, who's a psychology professor, researcher on canine behavior, had published The Intelligence of Dogs, a book that has been republished more recently. Among the brightest, he said 95% of them or more of the time they respond to their command, but Papillon was on the top 10. Of course, Border Collie and Poodle were the top 2 on that list.
When you can see their drive, because we saw them in agility here at Westminster, and they are unbelievable the way they listen and run as fast as they can.
The Pekingese has long been one of the most popular of all toy breeds. His tapering hindquarters, massive front end and mane earned him the name Lion Dog. The standard calls for an unhurried, dignified, and rolling gait, as you see here. He dates to the 8th century in China, where he was considered sacred. This is Pekingese, number 17.
All right, I mean, Lumpy, I hope he doesn't have a bad hair day.
Yeah, we just saw something very unique that you do with the Pekingese. You saw her pick it up because they're actually disproportionately weighted. So their front has a large rib cage and then a very tapering pear-shaped rear.
I thought they were checking for another Pekingese under there. Angela Pickett was all over that.
And they have a great little roll about them, too. As they go down and back, they have this very breed-specific roll.
It's kind of a rumble, almost.
I don't know why they named him Lumpy. He doesn't look lumpy to me.
Probably affectionate. Yeah, I want to see what you're talking, because it's really... It's almost like a struggle here.
It's just going. No little pace.
Pomeranian is a Nordic Spitz breed that takes its name from the German province of Pomerania. They have been bred down from their original 20 to 30 pound herding and sled pulling ancestors to the 3 to 7 pound size today. These spirited and loyal dogs excel in the show ring, at companion events, and as therapy dogs. This is Pomeranian, number 17.
Gwen Stefani, Jessica Alba, proud Pomeranian owners at one time. So they come in, what, 23 different colors?
They have quite a variety of colors, so something for everyone. And you know, this is one of our little Spitz breeds, and we have quite a few Spitz breeds spread out through many groups. And when we say a Spitz breed, it's about the high set tail, the small prick ears, typically a foxy expression, wedge-shaped head. hard, off-standing coat, which you see.
Looks like a head in a furry vest.
That's great. Beautiful shape.
This is the smallest variety of poodle, a diminutive copy of the miniature and standard poodles, never in excess of 10 inches tall. The toy should have the same structure, intelligence, attitude, and beauty as the larger members of his family, and the same elegant style in grooming. This is Toy Poodle, number 19.
This camera box in back for me.
And from Japan, so we have 8 entries from that country. Japan has never gone on to win Best in Show, or a dog, I should say, in this show from Japan.
Yeah, and when we look at a poodle, you may think this is all for show, but it was actually a working clip. So all that hair on the body would protect the lungs, the heart, the organs, and then the hair on the feet would protect the joints. So when they swam and went into the water, because they were a working dog.
So there's a purpose to all that. Now that,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that looks very stylish.
The pug almost certainly originated in China. Next appearing in Japan and then Europe in the 16th century, he quickly became the darling of European nobility. Pugs combine cocky confidence with a friendly, sensitive, and sincere nature. They are especially good with children. This is pug number 34.
Let me see him down and back, just to the camera box.
Pug looks a little like, the dog. I picked up a couple of rescue pups for the family, and one's name is Wolf and one's Ellie, and they kind of have that with a Boston Terrier look.
And pugs are great, and there's a little difference, say, between the Peke and the pug, because the Pekingese has an envelope-shaped head, and the pug has this beautiful round head. High-set tail curled over the back.
Turn around for me.
Great show tonight. And this pug beat the top winning pug in the country. So this dog really put on a show today and did very well.
A favorite breed of the Russian aristocracy, the Russian toy is elegant, athletic, and cheerful. They are known for their playfulness and devotion as companion dogs. The breed can have a smooth or long coat, and they come in 6 colors. This is Russian toy number 11.
Super. Down to the camera box for me.
This is Bentley, a 4-year-old from Florida.
And obviously you can see one of the unique features are their ears with the adornment of hair. It really sets them apart from many other breeds. And the ear shape is different. In a Papillon, the tips are rounded and they're set a little more far apart. So they're not the same ears, even though they have the hair like a Papillon. It's not as much hair. So there's all these little, this is what the toy group's about, all these little nuances that make them different. Yeah, great little dog, having a happy little time out there.
You wonder what the other dogs are doing. This is a Beaver Terrier. Well, this is just
chilling out.
Kind of, I think he's been listening to you and I chatting. Well,
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll perk up when his time comes.
The Shih Tzu was originally developed in China's imperial courts by crossing ancient Chinese and Tibetan breeds. Later, the Shih Tzu flourished in England and has now become popular in the States. While the show dog wears long flowing coat, of family pets look charming and are easier to maintain in a variety of short clips. This is Shih Tzu, number 11.
To the camera box for me.
Top 5 ranking, trying to go back to back, but is to retire. We're talking about dogs coming out of retirement in this year's show. This looks like Comet's headed towards retirement at some point this year.
Yeah, so he was number 1 dog all breeds one year. He broke the 100 Best in Show mark, which is a really great milestone. He's breeder, owner, handler. I mean, the dog's really done everything it could. Hasn't won Best in Show here yet. So, that's something to strive for.
The Shih Tzu, of course, kids like to pronounce it differently when they see
Look at that.
little Michael Jordan move there.
That's it.
The Silky Terrier is a toy with the heart of a terrier. The breed originated in Australia and is said to be a cross between the Australian Terrier and the Yorkshire Terrier. The breed was first shown in Australia in 1907, but not in the United States until the early 50s. This is Silky Terrier, number 11.
Super. To the camera box for me.
A 2-year-old. We've had a 1-year-old, a 1.5, and Tuxedo the name. from Florida.
Yeah, you'll notice this coat. You're going to see a Yorkshire Terrier later, which calls for a very dark steel blue coat, whereas the color on this dog can be pigeon blue, slate blue. It's typically not as dark steel blue as the Yorkshire Terrier, nor is the tan as rich typically.
And a little bit of that Napoleon complex, overcompensating.
Yeah.
The Toy Fox Terrier joined the AKC Toy Group in 2003. Bred down from small, smooth fox terriers, the Toy Fox combines a spirited terrier attitude with the typical affectionate personality of a toy dog. These fun-loving little dogs love human companionship and make great show dogs, agility dogs, or wonderful pets. This is Toy Fox Terrier number 14.
So we've talked a lot about the handlers and the professionals, the breeders, but there's also something else in this sport that's really great. We have junior showmanship. And he's no longer showing in junior showmanship, but this young man came up through juniors, competed in junior showmanship, which is a competition to show your dog, and they judge you and the way you show your dog, not the quality of the dog. So it's a great way to start.
Yeah, great to see.
And look how good he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, look how trained that dog is. He's doing a great job.
Luke Waters,
One of the Water brothers
in 2023.
Yorkshire Terrier traces its roots to the Terriers of Scotland and Northern England. Yorkies were a distinct breed by 1870 and first shown at Westminster in 1878. Today's Yorkie retains the hallmark of the breed, an ideal dark blue silk body coat, high head carriage of shaded golden tan, and of course the self-importance of a toy terrier. This is Yorkshire Terrier number 8.
To the camera box for me back.
From Canada, lives in Puerto Rico with his handler. And Canada in 2015 represented a dog from Canada, won Best in Show here at Westminster.
Yeah, this is a lovely dog. You did very well over a Progressive weekend. And you know, when she was touching coat, she actually lifted it and felt it. You want that coat to feel cool to the touch. And it's a good sign that it's the correct texture.
And Yorkie, Simon Cowell, owner of a Yorkie. Wonder how judgmental he is with his own Yorkie. We kid, we care.
All right.
All right, so you kind of led us the last time here, a former handler and showman yourself here of this show here, or showing your dogs here. And let's see what our Judge Angela Pickett is zeroing in on. 25 from the toy group.
Can I have the Affen, please, right here?
So the Affen Pinscher.
Have the Griff, please.
Peter Pan, the Griffin.
Can I have the Havanese? Can I have the IG? Can I have the Manchester? Can I have the Min Pin? Can I have the Palm? Can I have the Shih Tzu? Thank you. Scoot back for me.
The number she calls out is up to her, whether it's 6, 7, 8, right, out of the group?
Yeah, they can
the judge.
select however many they want. If they think there's so many that are deserving, they can make it a little larger. They can just pull 4 out and think about the only 4 they want to think about to place.
So what's
We're going to take these around one at a time, nice and easy. Come right back where you're at, one at a time.
So the second look, what's she exactly zeroing in
So
on?
really right now, what's especially important in the toys is their carriage and the way they carry themselves, the way their legs move. The coated dogs, you'll see how the coat flows, and you know, and each of these dogs has a little different gait too. The Havanese is springy when it goes around. You can see a little different carriage than say the Griffon. The IG, she'll look for that slight lift in the front, and also that curved top line. You know, the S shape that we talked about earlier. The Manchester, same thing, a little bit of a curve over the loin. Because they have to have that standing and moving. Min Pin will look for that hackneyed gait when it comes around. The Palm, they always want to see when the Palm comes, There we go. We want to always see it in one piece, tail carried high, just like that. And then the Shih Tzu, that beautiful high carried tail, head carried proudly.
All were smooth.
They all look great to me. They did a really good job. They did not make it easy for her.
Crowd
Tonight, the 2025 Westminster Kennel Club Toy Group winner is the Shih Tzu. Second.
Comet's a good
Second
winner.
is the Havanese. Third is the Avenger. And fourth is the Minkin. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful group of dogs.
So Comet is back. This is a lot about coming out of retirement, about coming back.
They're coming back for that last chance. They're doing it again.
When you think about the entries for the toy group, over 350, and then they whittled it down to 25. And Comet, the Shih Tzu, Jamie Little standing by.
And Luke and Comet, they do it again. It's just like last year all over again. I feel like all you do is win with this beautiful dog. What is it about Comet that just keeps winning these shows?
He loves it. He just keeps turning it on. Look how he looks up at me.
He loves the show.
Right of it.
I think there's something about the electricity here at Madison Square Garden. He knows.
Yeah, he just he enjoys every moment of this.
All right.
He's such a fun dog, too. I'm so happy to be able to show him.
Great to see you two together. Jenny, he's going for best in show. He's won everything, but right here at Westminster, maybe tomorrow night.